Welcome to this slow flow. This is a full body practice aimed for beginners or those who want a mindful flow. This is your practice, so set an intention and feel free to make modifications when needed. I am so thankful you are here. Let's start today's practice in a supine cobbler's pose, so laying on your back, bottoms of your feet together, letting your thighs open nice and wide here, feeling a nice stretch on the inner thighs. Keep pressing both shoulders into the mat, opening up the chest, inhaling and exhaling, expanding and contracting your diaphragm. Nice deep breaths. Continue to breathe here in this posture. When you're ready, go ahead and bring both legs together and arms up and over your head, giving yourself a nice stretch. And then hugging your right knee into chest, rotating the ankle. Feel a nice stretch through the hip. And then bringing the knee out to the side where it can be hugged into your rib cage. Continue to rotate your ankle and breathe here. Good. Hug both knees into your chest in a reverse child's, rocking from side to side, giving your lower back a nice massage here. Extending right leg, hugging left knee to chest, rotating ankle. Continue to press your shoulders down into the mat. Thigh comes out to the side, hugging into rib cage. Breathe nice and deep. Good. Now bringing both legs up, grabbing the outsides of the feet and drawing the knees into the side of the body, rocking side to side in your happy baby. Good. Feeling that nice massage here in the lower back through the sides of the body. Release the feet, finding a reverse table in the air, extending the right arm and left leg. Hold here, activating the core, coming back to center. And now left arm, right leg, hold, and back to center. Continue this, alternating right and left, extend, and center, extend, and center. Good, the lower the leg and the arm are, the more challenging the posture. Center and extend, and center. One more. Stretching and breathing. Good. And out. Bring knees to chest and go ahead. We're going to roll to stand. So building momentum here. You can use your hands to help you if you wish. Coming all the way up to a standing position. Coming to the top of the mat. Inhale nice and big as you reach up, swan dive forward, bring hands to shins, come to a half lift and lower down. Stepping back one leg and the other, lowering knees, chin, chest, good, into a caterpillar and then all the way down, finding a cobra. Keeping the legs pressed together, lifting the chest, lower down, tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Take a moment here to settle into this downward facing dog, breathing, inhale and exhale. Good, right leg lifts up high to a three-legged dog, bringing it halfway up the mat, finding a warrior one. So your back toes are facing the upper corner of the mat, knees over second toe, hips are nice and square. Diving down once again, finding a high lunge, coming into a plank, lower through that caterpillar or cobra or upward facing. Tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing once again. Good, breathe here. Inhale, lifting left leg, three-legged dog. Bring halfway up through the mat, finding warrior one on the other side. Hips nice and square, shoulders down. Breathe as you dive forward, placing hands to mat, high plank, lower down through chaturanga or caterpillar, cobra or upward facing dog. Tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Breathe here in your down dog. Inhale and exhale. Good. Bending the knees, walking the feet towards the hands. Root to rise as you inhale, reaching tall and bringing thumbs to heart center. Inhale, reach tall. Swan dive down. Good. Hands to shins, half lift, draw belly button in, lower down. Hands to mat, walking one leg back and then the other into a high plank. Down to a chaturanga or a caterpillar to cobra to upward facing. Tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing. Breathe nice and deep here, inhaling and exhaling. Once again, inhale and exhale. Right leg lifts into a three-legged dog. And then bring foot all the way between the hands, finding a high lunge. Hips are square, extending back leg, bending front knee, shoulders down. Breathe. Diving forward, placing hands to mat, lower the back knee, finding a low lunge. So keeping the hands down, or if you wish to reach them up towards the sky, you can do that. Breathe here, keeping the chest nice and open. Another option would be to bring your thumbs to heart center. Hands come down to mat. We're going to press back into a half monkey, feeling a nice stretch here on the hamstrings. Keeping the hips nice and square, feeling the stretch through the back of the leg. Coming forward once again, tucking the toes of the back leg, finding your high plank. Breathe, shoulders down. Hands to mat, bringing right leg to meet left, lowering down through chaturanga or caterpillar, cobra through upward facing dog, tuck toes, lift hips to downward facing dog. Nice deep breath, inhale and exhale. Good, inhale and exhale. Left leg nice and high, three-legged dog. Bring it all the way through, finding high lunge, extending that back leg. Inhale as you reach tall. Breathe, shoulders press down, opening the chest. Diving forward, lowering back knee, finding low lunge. So keeping fingers on mat or thumbs to heart center, or you can reach your arms up nice and tall, whatever you wish to do here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing nice and deep. Diving back forward, bringing fingertips to mat. Pressing back into the hips, extending the left leg, toes towards the ceiling, half monkey. Inhale and exhale. Feel a nice stretch through the hamstring and calf. Coming forward, tucking toes, finding that high lunge. Once again, reach tall. Good, and diving back forward. Find high plank, flow here, chaturanga or caterpillar, cobra or upward facing dog, tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Breathe. Walking feet towards hands, half lift, root to rise, inhale, reach, and thumbs to heart center. Inhale, reaching fingertips towards the ceiling, swan dive down. Good, nice forward fold, half lift and lower down. Walking back one foot and then the other, finding a nice high plank, lower chaturanga to caterpillar, cobra to upward facing dog. Tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here, breathing nice and deep. Good. Right leg lifts nice and high, three-legged dog. Bringing the foot all the way through, finding a pigeon posture. So the right thigh is resting on the mat. Bring belly button into spine, opening up the chest before coming forward into a half king pigeon here. Breathing. Inhale and exhale. Feeling that nice stretch in the thigh. Breathe here. Good. Slowly pressing up out of this pigeon posture, tucking the back knee behind you, pressing into the right hand and reaching tall with the left, finding a flying swan. Open the chest. Good. Now taking that same back leg, so the left leg is going to come all the way around the front thigh into a twist here. So bringing right elbow to the outside of the left leg and placing left hand at the bottom of the spine. Open up the chest, looking over that back shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Release. Good. Extending both legs in front of you, finding a nice seated posture. Inhale as you reach tall and leading with your chest coming into a forward fold. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. Good. Finding that nice long stretch in the back of the legs. You're leading with the chest here. Breathe. Good. Inhale as you come out of this forward fold. Once again, we're going to bring the bottoms of the feet to the mat, pressing through the hands, lifting up through the hips, finding a reverse table posture. Inhale and exhale, leading with the belly, opening up the chest. And lowering down. Boat pose, lifting the feet, finding the nice open chest. Toe dips here, right and left for 8 and 7. 6, 5, 4, just dipping the toe, 3, 2, and 1. Rocking to stand, holding onto hamstrings, coming back and forward for 3, for 2, using your hands if you need to, coming up to stand all the way. Inhale, reach, coming to the front of the mat. And swan dive down once again. Hands to shins, half lift and lower down. Place hands on mat, walking back one leg and then the other, finding a nice strong high plank. Lower chaturanga or caterpillar, cobra, upward facing dog. Tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale here as you breathe. Pressing into the back of the legs. Left leg lifts nice and high this time, bringing the foot all the way through into a pigeon posture. Once again, keeping the hips nice and square, feeling that opening through the hip and keeping belly button in before you come into a reclining pigeon. Reach and breathe. With each exhalation, release tension that's in your hips. Inhale and exhale. Bringing your hands by your side, go ahead and press up through the chest. Taking the right leg, bending the knee, finding a flying swan, so reaching the right leg high, pressing into left hand. Open up the chest and lower down once again. Internally rotate that back leg and then bring it all the way around the left thigh, using left elbow to the outside of the leg and bringing the hand to the bottom of the spine, looking over your right shoulder here, opening up the chest, drawing belly button in, feeling a nice long stretch. Coming out of this posture, pressing back to the back of the mat. Inhale as you reach tall and finding your forward fold. Leading with the chest, releasing the hamstrings. Inhale and exhale. Continue to lengthen through the legs here. Slowly coming up, reaching nice and tall, placing the hands behind you, coming into a reverse table, or if you'd like to try something new, coming into a reverse plank. So keeping the legs straight here, continuing to lift the hips and the belly towards the sky, opening the chest. Breathe. Lower down. And go ahead and lift the feet, reaching towards the feet into a boat posture. Toe dips for 8 and 7, right and left. 6, 5, 4, good. 3, keeping the shoulders open. 2 and 1, excellent. Lowering down to your back, coming into a bridge posture here. So pressing through the feet, opening the chest, you're going to lift the hips off the mat. You can interlace your fingers underneath you and keep pressing up towards the ceiling. Chin to chest here, holding, squeezing the glutes. Continue to breathe for 3, 2, 1, and coming down nice and slow. When you're ready, good. Bringing the feet into your chest, feeling a nice reverse child's pose as you breathe in this posture. Inhale and exhale. Finding that bridge posture one more time. So once again, pressing in through the bottom of the feet, bringing the shoulder blades underneath you, maybe the arms and the fingers to interlace, reaching the hips towards the ceiling. Squeezing the glutes, bringing the thighs towards one another but not to touch. Continue to breathe and hold, reaching. And slowly come out of this bridge posture. Once again, finding that happy baby, finding the outsides of the feet, rocking side to side here, nice big stretch, and finally stretching into our Shavasana so the legs come out nice and long, chest is open, palms facing the ceiling, releasing the thighs and the legs, releasing the belly and the chest, opening up the arms, letting the lines around your forehead and your mouth and your eyes relax. Letting your lips part slightly and bringing the tongue off the roof of your mouth. And breathe. Slowly start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, telling yourself that it's time to come back. Inhaling and exhaling nice and deep. Breathing. Good. When you're ready, rolling over onto one side and pressing yourself up to a seated posture. Good. Go ahead and inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. And exhale as you bring your thumbs to heart center. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. Remember, you are a blessing. Until next time.